My name is David Dardashdy. You may have seen me many times on Ibogaine by David Dardashdy. I begin treatment, Neuro Stimulus Technique that I use over the last 10, 12 years. Close to 8,000 people I've treated. I wanted to bring a message today to many people in order to save lives. I have come upon recently many people that have decided to come and take this treatment we offer, that we call it Neuro Stimulus Technique, which involves Ibogaine and many other substances that I have developed over years, treating people directly for Suboxone, Methadone, Subutex, any other drugs, including many other neurological problems, depression, PTSD, anxiety. My issue today is to tell you that there are many people out there, while they think they are doing good, they discourage. Many people have decided to come after watching many videos, after doing a lot of research. And finally, they're ready to take the flight and come down. And are discouraged but people that telling them it could be dangerous, it could be a scam, it could be whatever they can tell them to discourage them. I don't know, it is an envy, is it jealousy, or it could be just trying to thinking that they're doing good. It is good to give people advice, but any advice you give someone, it has to be based on research and backup. Before you give someone an advice and discourage them from such treatment that has saved thousands and thousands of lives, and we have on the YouTube and all over the internet the testimonial and the proof of it and the backup. Before you discourage people to go, please do some checkup, do some research. It's easiest thing to tell people don't do it and discourage someone. Now, I have had experience the past few months. Few people either overdosed and died. There are people that committed suicide. And there are people that are in the street that cannot even be found because they were discouraged by friends or families or acquaintances not to come and take this treatment. And those advices were given to these people without any research and without knowing the truth. I don't want to blame you, but you have to understand from here on, if you discourage someone to come and receive such a treatment that is real, it is real because for years we are putting videos, testimonials, proofs, education on the internet, on the YouTube channel, Ibogaine by David Dardashdy, that proves that it works, not just works for treating people for drugs, or for whether it's a long lasting drugs or the short acting. It works for both. First, we started treating people for short acting drugs, but then Subutex, Methadone, and Subutex showed up. And I went and spent years developing the formula to treat those Suboxone, Methadone, and Subutex without people having to go to the street or getting prescription for short acting. That's where it gets them into trouble. So we have treated at least 3,000-4,000 people for those drugs, long-lasting, like Methadone, Subutex, and Suboxone, And the proof is on the channel. The proof is on our website. The proof is all over the internet. And when you discourage someone and they don't come, and they, God forbid, die or something happens to them, remember, you can be irresponsible for their death. Their blood can be on your head. Why to take such a responsibility? If they're going to some place that may be a scam or not true, then do a research. Find out for yourself. Here I am on the internet. Here I am basically reaching 70. And I have been real estate developer, musician, have done all kind of development, banker, and developed millions of square feet of real estate. I didn't need to come and to do this. I did it because I myself suffered by going cold turkey about 25, 30 years ago by being prescribed OxyContin for migraines. And when I found out that it is heroin I'm taking, it took me 1 year exactly of hell, suffering, depression, withdrawals, until I got out of it. I would have paid anything not to go through that hell. So I don't want others to go through this hell. And more we're doing research, we're finding out that we can cure many other problems at the same time, because it's a neurological fixing. When someone is on opiates, their receptors, their neurotransmitters are not connected correctly, and that's the reason there is withdrawal and craving. I have on my website animation that describes this clearly. Animation that I created about a year and some ago. It was somewhere around January 2019. And 2 weeks after I created that animation, National Geographic copied my animation, which I'm very happy. I hope others copy, and let's educate the world. That's my purpose. So again, this treatment works, and many times, most cases, it works. I don't like to say 100%. I like to say 99.9%. Or at least 95% of anybody we treated has been successful. At least we hand them their life, their decision back. And not that they needed other help. They could have now go home to their psychiatrists or therapists, and any help that they have, the doctors, and continue receive rehabilitation and help to become perfectly healthy and behaving and living again a healthy life. So please, before you discourage someone, please, negativity is what is destroying this generation. We need to be good to each other. We need to be truthful to each other, not to say lies to each other. Find the truth and find the backup for it. And if you can back the truth, then accept it and pass it on. I'm not saying I disagree with anyone having opinion without a backup. Backup is very important for someone to have an opinion. So everything we said, everything I'm saying right now is backed up, and you can go through the channel. Ibogaine by David Dardashdy, IboganeClinic.com, Ibogaine Treatment, or Treatment by David Dardashdy, and check it out. And you see hundreds and hundreds of proofs. And this is not a one picture against another. It is not Hollywood. It is years and years of taking videos, interviewing people, from doctors to lawyers to judges to politicians to executives, which treated them all. for all this problem. PTSD, anxiety, depression, long-lasting drugs like Suboxone, methadone, Subutex, without going on short-acting, and obviously all the other drugs, alcohol. We are here to help and save lives. And it's really heartbreaking when we find that somebody that was supposed to come and get this treatment, and because of saved their life, were discouraged from coming because people that wanted to be negative discouraged them from coming. It's much better to be positive than be negative. Positivity is life. It's called truth, logic, and simplicity. God bless you.